For nearly 3 years during the COVID-19 pandemic, tenants who couldn't pay their rents were protected from eviction in Los Angeles. But now those safeguards have ended. For some families, it was the only way to keep a roof over their heads after many lost their jobs.
These were only meant to be temporary measures, yet they stuck around for more than 3 years. And unfortunately, a lot of rental housing providers in California, and particularly those in the Los Angeles County area, have really gotten hurt. The majority of owners, well over 80%, are independent, what we call mom and pop owners. And they don't have large bank accounts to be able to survive without getting the rental income that's legally owed to them.
Daniel Yukelson represents many homeowners who now have the right to sue and evict tenants for not paying their rent. Though he says it's a complicated process many see as a last resort. In a city where more than half of the population spends over a third of their income on rent, keeping up with rising costs of living is yet another problem.
Coupled with how expensive things have gotten, and not just rent, for everything else, food, gas, utilities, you name it, it has probably gone up within the last 3-6 months, year, right? So that in all combined effort leads to less money in people's pockets, right? And so that is probably the hugest issue that we see, is folks coming to us who are unable to afford where they've been living.
Uno says many tenants, including entire families, have resorted to taking in roommates to keep up with rent. According to studies at the University of California, Los Angeles, 855,000 people, including 300,000 children, live in households that are currently behind in the rent.
Before the pandemic, there were about 40,000 evictions per year in Los Angeles, and at the current rate, even before the restrictions on evictions were lifted, we were on a pace to hit almost that same number. And I would expect this year we'll probably see something above 100,000 evictions, and a significant fraction of those people will end up homeless.
Los Angeles has close to 70,000 homeless people, among the highest in the nation. And with the end of the COVID-19 evictions moratorium, that number will likely go higher. It is Tianshan, CGTN, Los Angeles.